SnowbizNow with Nicholas Snow. Small screen, big queen, worldwide audience.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. I know most of you here, but I'm Kurt Ringus, proud chairman of the board of the Desert Age Project. And I'm so pleased that you're all here for this wonderful occasion. I'm especially proud today because we are here to honor our friends, Les Dames du Soleil. They have done so much for Desert Age Project for many, many years, like raising more than $1 million. I'll say it again, $1 million. That money has been essential to our Wells Fargo HIV Health Center right across the hall from where we're standing. We were, of course, delighted when our friends at Wells Fargo told us that they wanted to make a $100,000 matching grant for tomorrow's Les Dames show. Because if there's any one thing Les Dames knows how to do, even more than burn up the stage, it's raise money for the Desert Age Project. But when Wells Fargo also said they wanted to provide a lasting honor to Les Dames' work, we jumped at the chance to make it happen. We're going to cut this beautiful ribbon in just a couple of minutes and let everyone in to admire the new Les Dames Lounge. This is a one-of-a-kind waiting room, just as Les Dames and Wells Fargo have helped DAP become a one-of-a-kind AIDS service organization. I think our clients are really going to enjoy waiting for their appointments in this room. How many other clinics do you know that's surrounded by glitz and glamour when they go to see the doctor? None that we know of. But before we start, before we go in, we're to check on the great tribute to Les Dames. Allow me to introduce to you someone who has been instrumental in helping DAP grow over these many years. Our very, very good friend from Wells Fargo, Mr. Tim Hanlon.
Thank you, Kurt. You know, it was just a few months ago that I got this startling thing in the mail that said "Last Dance," and it was horrifying to me. And I can only hope that when Les Dames says "Last Dance," they're doing the same kind of thing that Cher does with her retirement, and that they will be back and back and back and back and back. Because of what I do for a living, working with nonprofit organizations and figuring out how to spend Wells Fargo's money, how to invest Wells Fargo's money appropriately, I'm surrounded by people who do a lot of good work. I'm surrounded by people who really understand the value of what a nonprofit is all about and why people should be here to support. But I have never met people as inspirational as Les Dames, and whether that's Les Dames today or Les Dames years ago, and members years ago, members today. Les Dames have set a bar, I think, that I've never seen anyone else set. It's, you know, it is glitz and glam, and it is all that, and it's a show that is just so over the top, it's incredible. But the efforts and the reason behind what Les Dames do, that's what it's all about. And it'd be really easy to misunderstand what they do and think, well, they like to put on shows and they really enjoy this, and they do, all that's true. But I know from talking with them over the years, over many, many years now, that the reason the work gets done, the reason that this extraordinary personal commitment of time, talent, and funds takes place on their behalf is because they want to give back. They want to be doing the right things. They want to be supportive of the community. And I think for us, in some ways we have a duty. It's our job to now be supportive of Les Dames. And a way to be supportive is, here's my little fundraising pitch. There's $100,000 on the table to be matched. And we did a mailing, and we have some funds from the mailing, and funds will be raised tomorrow night at the show as well. But that doesn't mean you can't write a check today. Doesn't mean you can't give cash today either. Dottie and Maude will accept jewelry as well. I'm not sure DA people ever see it, but they'll accept it. I have just enormous respect for the work of Les Dames and enormous respect for the work of Desert AIDS Project. And on behalf of Wells Fargo, I can't tell you how proud and honored we are to have just a small part in making Les Dames du Soleil Lounge a reality. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
And now we have Mr. Dick Taylor.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm short. I used to be taller, but then I moved to LA. I had the opportunity over about 18 years to work with Les Dames in charity events and exceptional moments of alcohol. Which is very important, you know, tomorrow night. You make sure that you bring a couple of extra quarters for a vodka. The boys, the girls,
And the boys.
and the boys. That's right. We do have 4 boys. Well, I'm sorry.
Now Dick. Calm down, Martin.
Now, Dick. You
Now
said?
Dick.
Okay. I want to tell you about what it was like in the very beginning, at least for me. My partner Guy and I would go to the events that would take place out in Cathedral City, and they were open air, and the stage was built out of everything they could find, and all of a sudden there was a stage, and within a couple of years there were 750 people who were going to this event, buying tickets to go to the event, sitting at the tables, getting plastered, and putting money all over these persons. It was an amazing experience. We couldn't wait till the next time when we saw it again. And some of you knew my late partner, Guy Lawson, who put together the special care unit at the hospital. It was there for about 12 years. I guess it was around 1997 that Marshall said to Guy, Les Dames would like to do something for the special care center, because everything was raised, the hospital didn't put any money in it. It was all done by donations. And Guy said, well, we'd really like to put a refrigerator in each of the rooms. And there were 18 rooms. And Dottie said, done. And they put on a show, and they raised the money. They not only bought the refrigerators, they delivered them up to the 3rd floor in the hospital, they unpacked them, and they put them into the rooms. That's not a drag group. That's a loving group of incredible people. We had the opportunity in 2000, when I was doing the Steve Chase Awards, we created a night that was called a night at the Coconut Grove, the old Ambassador Hotel, Coconut Grove. And I wanted to keep that flavor going through everything. There were 1,240 people attending, more than had ever attended any Steve Chase at that time. And I thought, well, people are going to come in, they're going to have cocktails, they're going to be walking around. Cigarette girls. That's what we need, cigarette girls. So I went to a costumer, friend of mine in LA, and we got some costumes that he did for the old Flip Wilson show. And Craig over here was in this goodie basket. A basket that was about this big around, wasn't it? With a handle over the top of it. Now what did they do? We spoke. They were the people who told you what table you were sitting at. So you would walk up to a cigarette girl, Betty, and we'd say, where am I sitting? And, oh, your name is Betty Francis, okay. And write down and hand it, along with a package of matches that said, A Night at the Coconut Grove. And did you have fun that night? Well, I gotta tell you, the next morning, the Desert Sun, on the front page, above the fold, was a picture of Craig as Miss Goody Basket. Just one other thing. Wells Fargo is an unbelievable organization. Tim's leadership in funding so many charitable organizations is astounding. It gets me emotional with what I see that's done, not only here in the desert, but also in Los Angeles and everywhere else where they participate and do. What you're going to see behind these doors, I got a sneak peek, is going to knock you down. And grab the ladies, everybody's going to fall. But we really need to thank Tim and Wells Fargo for an absolutely wonderful contribution. Not only the $100,000 tomorrow night in matching, but I remember about 5 or 6 years ago, we had another matching of $125,000 and made it and got $250,000. Okay, I've said enough. Hope to see you all tomorrow night. Bring your checkbooks, bring your cash. Don't bring jewelry. And thank you. Great to see you all.
And now, what we've all been waiting for, the lovely dames themselves. Come on up.
Are we doing this?
No, did you want to say a few words?
Am I supposed
You
to
want to
speak
come over
now?
here?
I need that podium. Give me that podium. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I can make this through. This is the serious part for me. To my dear family, my sisters here, to my friends, to Wells Fargo, and to Desert AIDS Project. Over the last 19 years, Les Dames du Soleil has been interviewed and written about many times. So instead of me talking about us, I would like to share what other people have said about us. From Don Lawson, a longtime friend and devoted fan, he says, "It has been a wonderful ride for me all these years being entertained by Les Dames. I can remember when they started doing shows to raise funds for HIV/AIDS here in the desert. Public funding came later, but like everything that is given by the government, it is subject to volatile swings and mostly cuts. So, Les Dames du Soleil stepped up and started raising money. It wasn't much to begin with, but over the years it has exceeded over $1 million. My admiration for this group and their accomplishments is boundless. It has been a genuine privilege contributing in my own small way by attending every one of their performances. The community owes the entire troupe a great debt of gratitude for their tireless dedication to this cause and to the Desert AIDS Project. The talent and ingenuity of the dames and dudes has proven what an extraordinary group of individuals they really are. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys and gals for all you have done." From Craig Soto, Les Dames du Soleil's announcer and our dear friend of 27 years. He says, "Les Dames du Soleil has been an opportunity to have fun with my two best friends while helping them raise money for an organization that has helped keep me alive for the last 23 years." He was very succinct. And last, from Mr. Raymond Bordeaux, 27-year survivor, 20-year DAP client, and lifelong Les Dames fan. To the ladies and men of Les Dames, of course, thank you for the years of entertaining and fundraising for the DAP. And congratulations on having the medical waiting room be christened Les Dames du Soleil Lounge. Personally, you were some of my best friends when I first moved to Palm Springs, and I will never forget the journey of having accomplished this. A beautiful waiting room for the DAP and a tribute to you that clearly points out what you do best. Bring comfort, compassion, and laughter
You got it, babe.
to those who are feeling blue. Thank you and congratulations. Love. People ask what keeps us going all these years, and quite honestly, notes and thoughts like this are what doesn't. We are very overwhelmed and honored by this wonderful gift from Wells Fargo Foundation and the honor of its name, Les Dames du Soleil Lounge. Thank you, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, everyone, for being here, and what we've all been waiting for. We're going to unveil the room, so what I'd like to ask is that if all the Les Dames and the dudes will stand on this side of the door, and if we can have Mr. Kurt Ringus, Mr. Tim Hanlon, and David Brinkman on the other side. We'll do the ceremonial cutting of the ribbon. And then it's on. We're going to show it.
All right, let's do a countdown, all right? But not with your head in there. Come on. Come on, Dottie.
You need to read the right way.
Okay. Ready? Okay, get the ribbon in there. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Dom, turn around this way, and the dudes. Turn this way. And one more this way. Yeah. Looks good on you. Pointed on the wall. No matter what you're waiting for.
SnowbizNow with Nicholas Snow. Small screen, big queen, worldwide audience.